It is the Sun Belt Conference on ESPN Plus on a picture-perfect night on the Bayou. The Red Wolves of Arkansas State, with a lot on the line, travel to Monroe to take on the ULM Warhawks.
They had the ball, just didn't get it to go in.
Starting five for the Warhawks tonight: Bolden, Watson, and Gopo, Willis, and Deju. Bolden goes behind the back, mid-range jumper. Good start of the game for Jalen Bolden, from game one. Todd, 15 points per game. He was third team postseason Sun Belt Conference last year, second team preseason Sun Belt Conference this year, and you see why as he hits the three.
None of them standing. They're trying to find an open spot. They move so the ball handler can find them and see them. And they said they're used to putting up 29 threes a game, and they've made 10 and 12 quite often.
Watson off the curl, jump shot, got it. Tyrese Watson, the senior out of Philadelphia, playing his last game in Fact Coliseum. The Red Wolves waste no time flying down the floor. That was Taryn Todd, and Todd's got 5. Coach, he's had 20 points in his, he's had double digits in 20 of his last 22 games. Watson, another mid-range jumper, gets to go. Watson's 2 for 2. Julian in the corner gets it right back to Todd. One-on-one versus Watson. Swings it over to Pinion, right back to Todd. He'll drive. Floats it up to Nelson, no good. He gets it right back, almost like he alley-ooped it to himself. And Todd's got the first 7 for Arkansas State.
Yeah, he threw that to Nelson. Nelson wasn't in position to go up and get it. He didn't realize it was a pass to him.
Taryn Todd 7, ULM 6, and that is Ford with the rip. Ford unabated to the basket and an easy layup, and it extends the lead 9-6.
Sometimes he just kind of floats in the game, but he's got to explode every time down the floor.
Arkansas State tops in the league and rebounded 6th nationally. Shows you how good they are on the boards. Handoff to Deju. Good look by Bolden with the assist.
You know, the Red Wolves they're getting the ball around the basket. You know,
just not finishing. Yes. Todd right to the rim, left-handed shot up and in. And look, he's living up to the hype. He's got 9. Darian Ford has checked into the game for the first time tonight, as well as Rashard Marshall for JSU. Marshall played at Ole Miss last year, 4-star recruit, played in 19 games for the Rebels. That is Terrence Ford.
Yeah, he just got by his man and nobody picked him up, so he just had a clear path.
Yeah, Marshall's one of the quite a few SEC transfers on this team. Nice step back by Micah Castor. Off the glass, the bank was open on Friday night. Colty Young gets it to Castor, flips it to Watson. Watson, step in, take a jump shot, and got it. Again, Tyrese Watson, coach, the last 3 weeks has been playing his best basketball in a ULM uniform.
Well, he has, and he's taking good shots. You know, he spots up, and he doesn't try to do things he's not capable of doing.
Ford guarded by the freshman Castor. He'll go up with the left hand, off the glass, up and in. The only team in the Sun Belt Conference with a quad 1 win, beating Memphis, but they also got a quality win versus UAB on their schedule as well.
Well, you can see, you know, they're so deep and so talented to go along with it.
15-15, Tyrese Watson off to a nice start. Julian will drive baseline. Kicks it over, open 3-point shot by Todd. No good. Nelson off his leg, but right to Julian. Julian's turnaround hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Ford, and you see why they are one of the top rebounding teams in college basketball. You might have to just send all 5 guys crashing through the boards at this point to try to keep up with this squad. Well, they've got 18 rebounds so far.
Yeah, well, sometimes you're just going to have to try to keep them from getting it. Don't worry about you getting it, just keep them from getting it.
Watson's got it going, Coach. He's cooking right now, begin.
They put up the threes, and right now they're 1 for 12, so you know they can't believe that's happening to them.
Well, they're also 1 of their last 8 from the field. Watson gets it to Willis. He'll drive on Julian. Right hand hook layup, no good, but he follows his own shot.
Yeah, that's it. That was ULM's first offensive rebound.
Julian, no hesitation on a 3-point shot, missed it badly, but surprise, surprise, Ford there for the rebound. He'll step back, take a 3, got it, and the lead goes right back to Arkansas State. For ULM, Colty Young off the screen, no good. Colty, the second in 3-point field goal percentage this year, but Coach, rare struggle last week. It's got off to the last game against JMU and off to a slow start here tonight. Tough layup by Todd. Castor looking for Willis, tipped away, but Castor gets it right back. Willis gets it to Young. Young inside the 3-point line, got it to go. That's good as a coach. You got to get that first one to go down. Colty does. Again, when he's going, he is the most electric shooter on this team. With Todd, what a move, splitting the defense all the way to the rack. No good. He did everything but finish.
You know he'll think about that one for a long time.
He's probably wondering how that happened.
Well, he fought through there with Colty. He wasn't going to let Colty go.
He hesitated for three. Look, he got the first one in. He's got his first three of the ball game. Forward to Nelson, swings it to Pinion. Nelson will go to work on Willis. Over to Ford. Ford, back to Pinion, open three. He's not going to miss too many of those open shots. Gets his first three-point shot to go. As did Nelson on the boards.
Well, you know, they start paying a little bit more attention to him, and then so he just gives it up to somebody else.
5 on the shot clock. Watson just inside the three-point line. Got it to go again. He is 6 of 9 from the field here. And Gopo hesitated at first, missed it. Willis tried to keep it alive, but tipped right into the hands of Ford. Quickly up to Darian Ford. One's from Chicago. Marshall slams it in for 2. Hook shot, no good. And rebounded by Marshall.
You know, he was trying to throw a lob to Gopo to flush it.
Again, and Gopo's going off one of his best games there. He had a double-double. Pinion, logo 3, got it to go. Yeah. Watson to Young. Young, tough shot, no good. Tip right to Nelson. He's got 10. Scoreless, but he's got 10 boards. He's kept a lot alive tonight. Ford to Pinion again. 3 in a row? Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to take it there as a heat check.
But Cody Young is right up there in his face. He's not helping anybody. He's staying with Pinion.
Open 3 from Ford. Ford to Ford. Good. They're hot.
He needs to be inside helping to post up and rebound.
Pinion from the corner. No good. And he'll try to get 3 the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
And Pinion, an 80% free throw shooter. If he was an 80% three-point shooter, that might be a record, but it's a free throw shooter that's very, very good as well. First free throw is good. Gets the second. Even more short-handed tonight with Bolden rolling that ankle.
Yes,
and that's all the bodies they've got available outside of AJ2.
Yeah, there's really nobody else to come in. And
Castor to Watson. Watson, who's had a great first half, gives it to Ngopo. Jerry finally gets one to go.
Yeah, that's what they've got to do.
And that stops the bleeding.
Yeah, get on away from the man that set the screen, have him roll. He made the big man pick him up, and then Ngopo was the big man under the basket.
That is a 14-2 run for ASU over the last 3.5 minutes. They can't hold it for the last shot.
Well, see, that's what killed you. You get those big runs, and then you fight back, and when you fight back, you just catch up or get close to catching up.
Nelson will drive off the glass. Is good. His first bucket at the buzzer is how this first half comes to a close. And Coach, Arkansas State might have started slow, but oh boy, are they hot here at the end of the first half. Well, Coach Richard on the eve of his last game, but Coach, his Warhawks down by 13, and they're going to have to do it what they're used to doing, shorthanded. Looks like Jalen Bolden, at least the start of the second half, not going to be available. But that's a good way to start. Good look by Watson to Willis for the opening bucket of the second half.
When was 18 down last time, but then when you get more short-handed than you were before, it makes it difficult for everybody.
Todd to Julian. Julian will drive on Willis. That is his first bucket of the ball game. I'd expect him to be more active here in the second.
Yeah, you know, he's used to scoring and capable of scoring.
Well, I was talking to some Arkansas State folks before the game, and I said his numbers aren't what was expected compared to what he did. Good rebound by Ngopo. Open 3 by Young. He's got that one, but he's not asked because of the depth of his team coach to do as much as he had to do for the Raging Cajuns.
Well, he's not. You know, he's playing a role, but he's averaging right at 12 points a game and over 5 rebounds a game, so he's doing his job.
ULM's going to have a chance. Colty's got to get going. Tough shot, no good. Rebounded by Julian.
Yeah, Young was trying to create some space, but just wasn't able to get it.
Good job of swinging it around the arc for Julian. Hit him for the open 3 right in front of the ASU bench. ULM had a man behind. Young hit the chair on the other end. It was 4 on 5. They swung it around until they hit Julian for an open 3.
Well, Julian hadn't wasted any time in this second
Step
half.
back 3 for Colty Young. It's good to go. Ngopo.
Yeah, he was running Young.
Still almost, and it is stolen by Pinion. He rips it. He slams it home with 2 hands.
They ran Young off of a screen over there, and then it was just a poor pass, and they just played it and finished on the other end.
Pinion with the steal, Pinion with the slam, and the lead's been pushed back to 12. Watson double teamed. Gets it over to Willis. Willis, no good. Rebounded by Watson. Gets it to Castor. He won't hesitate for three. Got it to go. Look at the freshman. Castor finds Watson. Watson to the rack. Gives it off to Deju. Willis swings it to Castor. Castor back to Deju. Willis open three from the wing. Got it to go. Nelson guarded by Deju. He'll drive. Lost control of the basketball. Watson gets a steal. And ULM looking to cut even more to this Arkansas State lead. Deju up. No good. Rebound. Deju gets it to Castor for three. Castor's got it going, and it's a two-point ball game all of a sudden.
Yeah, Coach Richard's called to play, and Watson's letting the rest of them know he's coming off that screen, but he did a good job of getting over that screen.
And Watson cut off, finds Willis. Willis for the lead. He's got it, Makai Willis, and ULM is on an 11-0 run, and it's taken a one-point lead with 14-18 here in this ball game.
Well, just struggled with it and kept going with it, and finally Watson got a hold of it and got it over to Willis, and he just knocked it down.
After that bucket, make it 14-1. Run for the Warhawks. Todd, the answer. There's your run buster by Taryn Todd. You win tonight, you're in the semifinals next week in the Sun Belt Conference Tournament.
Well, you know, and anything's capable once you get there, and then their 20-second victory.
Pinion with the steal, left-handed layup. Circus shot up and in by Pinion, much more than a three-point shooter.
Just working as hard as everybody else does.
Absolutely. Those guys invaluable. Ford to Nelson. Spin move on Deju. Goes up with the left, up and in. And Nelson's now got 6 to go along with his 14 rebounds. Who's going to generate the offense from ULM? It's been Castor and Watson. Willis, turnaround jump shot. Tough fadeaway for Willis, gets it to go. His 12th point.
Yeah, that was a good move and a good shot.
Dominguez will try for three again. That's the first one he got to go down tonight. Castor to Young, open three-point shot. No good, rebounded by Ford. Colty's got a nice contingent here on senior night.
Yeah, they did a good job of finding Colty that time. He was spotted up.
Pinion, logo three, got it to go, and just like that, the lead's been pushed back to 9.
Well, Pinion gets his shot off as quick as anybody I've ever seen.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, he catches it. It doesn't hit his hand until he's gone.
It's rocking fire.
And he's 3 for 8.
Watson to the rack. Up, left-handed layup. Tyrese Watson, and he comes down in all kinds of pain.
Yeah,
Watson hands it off to Deju.
Yeah, they cut him off.
Misses the jumper. Gets it quickly back to Dominguez. He'll drive on Castor. And one. Castor looked to take the charge.
That's a tough one.
And they'll call the block. Hits the first. Does ULM have one more run left in them, down 13? Not a lot of help to go to. Deju, spin move. Off the glass. Look at that, might be one of the best moves by AD Deju this season.
It was. That was a great spin move and a strong finish.
Picked up 11. Ford, open three. They're hot. 7 of their last 8 from the field. Watson will drive. Kicks it to Castor. Open three. The freshman got another one. Missed it badly.
He was just too open that time. The other ones, he took them, and he was wide open. Like he took too long.
Nelson, another blocking foul on Castor, and he's probably wondering, what do I have to do to get a charge? Nelson hits it. He's got 7.
Yeah, he's got there and just been not quick enough or not still.
Watson, good look to Deju. He goes off with the left. Deju's got 6.
Yeah, that's 2 quick buckets. You know, he's only got 3 for the game. He's got 2 like back to back.
Dominguez back to Ford. He'll drive on Willis. Hands it off to Nelson, who flushes it home for 2. Pass was too low and it's turned over. Yeah. That is the 5th turnover.
Yeah, you know, Colty, when you go back door, you got to explode, and if he doesn't get it, it's gone.
Well, that one worked. Dominguez finds Pinion. JMU up 41-33 over Texas State at the half. Watson for 3 from the wing, got it to go.
Coach Richard can't take anybody out and talk to them or get them settled or correct them.
Castor was looking for Young, who was open, was stolen by Pinion. He's got another steal. Alley-oop to Dominguez. My goodness. Those two guys, the synergy. This time it was Pinion finding Dominguez. It was quiet in the second half, but had a big first half, but he's once again in double figures for the 21st time this season. Todd cut off. Finding Dominguez. Pulls the three again. Got it to go. He's again. Avery, an Arkansas native, getting some run here in the last 3 minutes of this ball game. Forward to Julian. Feltz, open three. Got it to go. Hey, how about that? Sitting on the bench, come out, rocket fire, and hits that three, and the lead's up to 22.
They just swung it around to get him. They were looking for him. I mean, Julian threw him the ball.
Watson running out the last 3 minutes of his career, stolen away by Todd. Behind the back, it's a 4-on-1 fast break. Julian, my goodness, slams it home with a one-handed flush. Again, ULM already shorthanded with 7 scholarship players going into this. Then you lose Jalen Bolden to an injury in the first half. And Feltz, no good, but slammed home by Nelson, who's got a double-double.
And like you said, we've seen some very good basketball here this year. And ever who gets hot there, what they got to look out for, though, Sean, is an upset, because the other teams have all played, and you get a bye all the way to the end.
AJ 2, will he be able to get a shot off? Gets it to Deju.
Well,
they want to get it to him. They want to get it to him. Castor for 3, no good. And Arkansas State will be able to dribble it out. And as we close this thing out, a congratulations on a remarkable season for Arkansas State. They're in the semifinals of the Sun Belt Conference Tournament. They will be one of the favorites, justifiably so. And congratulations to Keith Richards. 40 years of coaching, 15 here as the head coach of ULM. Played here, was an assistant here, and his career with ULM at home officially comes to a close.